Hello and welcome back to Daniel Drives, where it is bon voyage. This is Jacob, my very, very good friend, and today we are setting off on our week-long road trip all the way to Germany for various exciting things. If you haven't already, check out the previous video where I actually outline what on earth this road trip is. But right now it's about, 25 past 10. We're at Cobham Services, just been, suffering the M25. We've done about 185 miles, averaging about 49 mpg. The Panda's been perfect. We've only just made the first stop because I made a bit of an error, and Jacob was quite angry, to be honest, because he wanted a McDonald's, because I missed the first services. So we've done a bit more in the first leg than we first planned, but we're stopped, we're stretching our legs, and we've only got about 85 miles to go now until we get to Dover, and we're very, very ahead of schedule. So very exciting. We've had Vernon Kay on the radio.
Founding father tunes of house music. It's a cracker, I feel, love. Donna Summer, Love's Unkind.
We've been listening to Dua Lipa live at Glastonbury. It's been fantastic. Car's good. I've got pretty decent company, I'd like to say. So yeah, what could possibly go wrong? The port of Dover. Nothing more exciting than seeing that view. So we've just given the passport to the scary French lady, and we're about to check in now. We're at the docks, as you can tell by the beautiful cliffs of Dover. But yeah, very exciting. First ferry in 5 years, and still now, it's an exciting event. Seeing all the different registrations on the way down here, and it just all of a sudden gets very hilly, and you can start to smell the sea breeze. It's fantastic. Little worry, I do get seasick, so that's going to be mildly exciting, but it'll be nice anyway to just have a sit down, even though that's all we've been doing today. But nice to sit down and just have a bit of food, a bit of drink, and just chat about the journey so far, which has been really smooth. So yeah, happy days, absolutely no complaints. Even the M25 was okay, so must be going well. Hello, doggy. Well, there you go then. We're now in the queue awaiting to get onto the ferry, about 2 o'clock, and it's now, if I check my watch, about 10 past 1. So we're actually done really well for timing. We left at 6 this morning, and it's paid off. So got a bit of time now to check the oil level, other little stuff like that, make sure the car's good for the last little stretch in Belgium until we get to Ypres, which is the stay for the first night. And yeah, honestly, I can't speak highly enough about this car today. It's been fantastic. We only did the one stop, 270 miles, and not at any point did me or Jacob have any backache or anything like that. It's been fantastic. The only thing I would like is cruise control. That's kind of my only gripe, but it's been fantastic. It's good to be back here. Obviously, first ferry in about 5 years, and it really takes me back to, where is Jacob now, walking back from the toilet? It really takes me back to, the days playing Euro Truck Simulator years ago, boarding the ferry and going to France and stuff. I used to take it so seriously, and now it's real life, which is kind of surreal. So yeah, really, really exciting. So a bit of Panda love. This car's had a lot of work done to it this past few weeks, getting it ready. So suspension and coolant hoses at the weekend, all stuff mentioned in the previous video. But can't forget the basics. It's had an oil change recently. This dipstick is glowing hot. But yeah, it's hardly used any oil on the way down. So that's fantastic. So check it again when we arrive in Belgium. But coolant level's fine. Just everything about this car is just impeccable. Don't know if it's the new springs and shocks or the weight in the back from all of the food, but back end of the car is looking really quite low. Looks cool. All right, so this is it. We're going up the ramp, and this is awfully weird. Oh my God, the nostalgia. We're now driving onto the ferry. We're not the first people, unfortunately, because you know the rule. If you're first on a ferry, you're the first off. We're probably, I'd say, probably around the middle. So yeah, just ahead I can see the cars going up. Yeah, looks very tight, thankfully. Panda's quite a small car, but yeah, this is exciting. In front of us there's this French Renault Talisman, whatever you want to call it. Car that I don't think we get in the UK. Really like it, but I can't help but think they should have called it the Laguna. But yeah, really nice design actually, I'm a fan of that. Okay, we're going up. It's like a hill climb, this thing. Even though this has had a new clutch recently, it seems to be a little bit dodgy. But luckily, it doesn't look like we're stopping. Going up, I'll put the lights on, shall I? Oh, this is so fun. It's like I'm playing Truck Simulator in real life. Oh my God, it's surreal. We've been waiting for this moment since we booked it back in when was it, April, oh no, I can't remember what earlier this year, but this has been in the pipeline for about 2 years now, and it's actually happening. Leaving the country. First time I think this Panda's left the country. First time for me on a ferry in 5 years, which I've mentioned about 50 times in this video. So going around here, following the talisman, and yeah, it's been very, very good today at Dover. Very, very good. I was worried about delays and stuff like that, but it's been absolutely okay. Yeah, it's also my first time going abroad on a ferry since Brexit, so I was a little bit worried about that, maybe some changes and differences, but it seems to have been all right today, so that's happy days. There's still the French side though, so I don't want to speak too soon. But there you go, we're parking up, and it's time to leave the Panda and head upstairs. So there we are then, on the ferry. Jacob's excited, I'm excited, and it's time to leave the Panda. We're heading up. I just carried on walking up the stairs, and Jacob looked confused, and then I carried on walking, and I walked into a bit which was no entry for personnel only. So yeah, threw up many times over this deck, so it's going to be fun.
Oh là là, bonjour monsieur. Bonjour monsieur.
How the ferry got Jacob feeling.
Bonjour monsieur.
So we really aren't far now from Dunkirk. It's been a really nice ferry journey, really smooth actually, and completely deserted. Everyone's been warning me saying, beware for the ferry, it's going to be rammed. But honestly, it's been amazing. There's been so many seats available. The only complaint really is going for a wee in a urinal and it's splashing back in my face. But yeah, it's been really nice actually. Managed to edit the first part of this video as well, so it's one less thing to do later. But 5-10 minutes, we'll be back down to the car. And it's my first time driving abroad. I must remember to drive on the right and go around the roundabouts anti-clockwise, and also give way to the right sometimes. That's going to be fun. So maybe really it's the end of Daniel Drives, and it's now, I don't know, Daniel Sails. I'm doing it, driving on the right. So what I'm doing, I'm driving on my first French highway ever, and it's, yeah, one of the more scary things I've done. But one thing me and Jacob can't work out is the speed limits, because it'll say like 90 on a big sign, and then it'll say 70 rappel. Now, rappel means reminder. So is it, the speed limit is 90 miles per hour, sorry, 90 kilometers per hour, but reminder, it's 70 kilometers per hour. Yeah, it sums up France really, and I can say that because I used to live here many moons ago. But yeah, this is very scary, very scary. Settling in though. We've got about 40 minutes to go to our Airbnb just north of Ypres. So yeah, onwards I guess. Yeah, I'm a bit of an idiot. It says rappel, but it also says 2.5 tons. So if you're a 2.5 ton lorry, or you're a very heavy person in a Panda, then you can only do 70. But me in a very lightweight car can do 90. Makes more sense now. I think to our right is Flanders Field. Obviously, you know, driving around this place, there's a lot of battlefields, a lot of history, and growing up, my parents, my dad especially, you know, big into, you know, war history and stuff like that. Spent a lot of time going through the battlefields, finding pieces of old shell and shrapnel and stuff like that. So yeah, very, very special actually. It's been quite a few years, but we're just about to cross the border into Belgium, Belgique. So yeah, that's exciting. Get me out of France because the drivers are absolutely mad.
And to the right. Whee!
Well, I'm very pleased to report that we did survive. I managed to navigate the French and Belgian roads. Belgian roads were very potholy and very bumpy, which was quite fun with Panda 100 HP suspension. But the way I'd describe it first time driving in Europe, it's like being a new driver again. You know, different rules in their highway codes and stuff like that, and feeling like a bit of a nobody against the, you know, busy flow of French and Belgian traffic. So it's a bit mad. But we've now arrived at our first Airbnb. We're only here for one night, and it's an absolute beauty. So welcome to my crib. This is MTV. So you walk in here. We've now got our stuff lying about. It's just beautiful, absolutely beautiful. And you see into the distance there, load of windmills and stuff like that over there. And it's just fantastic. There's a sauna there, which I don't think we'll be using. And then, as well, nice bathroom in here as well. So yeah, got really lucky with this Airbnb, and you know, what a place to start. So what we're going to do now is we're going to head into Ypres town centre, because it's the last post at the Menin Gate. So we're going to see that, get some food, and we're going to take the Panda because it's free parking now. We were going to walk, but just a little bit later than we planned. So yeah, happy days. Busy day today, about 350 miles on the road, I think, but overall, I'd say it's been trouble-free. Well, there you go then, day one of our European road trip of 7 days. There's going to be loads more action coming across this next week, so do stay tuned. Subscribe, follow along for the journey, follow me on Instagram and all the other places at DanielCars05. It's been a lovely evening exploring Ypres, lovely to be back here. Had lovely Leffe beer, nice pizza at this Milano Italian restaurant. Very Belgian, I know, but it's just been a lovely evening, and I'm actually quite enjoying driving around here now. Settled quite nicely, and it's fantastic. So yeah, really nice, and Jacob's enjoying it as well. So yeah, hope you've enjoyed this video. More to come. See you soon.